After a long off-season, the Extreme Drift All-Star drivers were really ready to kick off the 2015 season in style, and they did it with a custom-built circuit in London. There's a whole stack of events condensed over the next 4 months, so the drivers were really keen to get some early points onto that championship board. In qualifying, it was a close affair, but Latvian champion Jānis Iglīte in his new Tri-Ace Tyres BMW set the tone, taking P1 and sending out a very early message that he means business in this upcoming season. He was closely pursued by the 2014 reigning champion Irish driver James Dean. And in third place, look who it is, 2010 Drift All-Stars champion Luke Fink. Event set to end under the lights of London, it was good to get the season well and truly underway. There was a whole bunch of UK wildcards who tried to cause an upset, but in the end, the final four turned it into an international sight of drift skills. First up was Jānis Iglīte versus Juha Pojatāusku in a Latvia versus Finland battle. No room was given, and one more time was called and run, leaving Latvian champion Iglīte to move on to the final. In the other semi-final, Dean would finally face off against Fink in a battle us and many fans have waited years to see. A great chase run put in by Luke Fink got us so excited in the first battle. But when James swapped to chase in the second, he would make contact with Fink, effectively ending his day. The final was set though, and it was an all Tri-Ace Tyres battle on their international debut. Both drivers, of course, they pushed super hard, but Fink held better lines and speed, giving him the advantage and ultimately the win. And the 2015 season is well and truly underway. Next stop is the Grundhol circuit for the Swedish Drift GP, July 4th and 5th.
To get all that thanks to the sponsors stuff, you just battled with Luke Fink. How did that feel?
We were just laughing, saluting each other and touching each other in the pits with the cars. It was exciting, and we knew it was going to be either a crash or it was going to work out. And just on the transition, I pushed too hard, like I was an inch too close, and I caught his bumper bar. Trying to straighten him up and straighten myself up, and yeah, that's where I lost it. So I kind of knocked myself out.
To me, it doesn't detract anything from the drama of that moment. I caught up with Nigel Colfer after that battle as we were walking back down here, and he said he thinks that's about the first mistake he's seen you make in 5 years.
Yeah.
And that last one was you put too much coffee in a mug of coffee or something like that. So it just shows that you are human, which is kind of good. But also, you just validated it there for me, the fact it's an enjoyable sport, just going out there to get some fun and have some kicks.
Yeah, definitely. You can't take it too serious because you won't enjoy it. I love the sport, and with that battle, I made a mistake because I was pushing too hard, and like if you don't push hard, you're going home anyway, so it happens.
And you came back out, and you beat Juha, and you put yourself on the podium. So
great start to the season. Bring on Sweden.
Jānis Iglīte, you have come a long way to be here. We talked to you earlier on before the top 16 battles. You just walked away with the second place podium, round one, Extreme Drift All-Stars. Obvious question, how are you feeling? There's been a lot of pressure on this first round, isn't there?
I feel perfect. I'm feeling to the 100% because I came, like you said, so far away from here. And it repeats like last year. First event, London, second place. What can be better?
Tell me about that final battle there.
In the final battle, I had a mistake with my car. I had damaged my clutch, and I drove only with the third gear. And that's why I didn't have so much speed, and I do what I can, and that's the result. Yeah. But I'm happy anyway.
Only had third gear in the final.
Yeah, I only had third gear, and before that I drove only with the fourth gear, and that's the way there was less smokes and less speed.
There's no hope for the competition if you get all your gears back. So was that a gearbox failure or just a gear failure, gear set failure?
No, it's just a clutch. I will go home, I will change the gearbox also, the clutch, everything else, and the next round I will be more stronger.
Oh yeah, well, those guys got to watch out, haven't they? So we're going to see you in Sweden in a couple of weeks' time. So just the gearbox to work on before then?
Yeah, just the gearbox and check everything else. But everything looks perfect, and tires, I can say they are so really good. I'm so happy with those tires. Thanks to ES Tires, and yeah.
Brilliant, you heard it here. One of the series sponsors this year, Vote of Confidence, second on the podium. Thanks, Yannis. Safe travels home. We're going to see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay, see you. See you.
The last time I saw this face was 2 years ago in Brisbane. You were running a drift night. You were a massive part of the global drift scene, Luke. Everyone knows your name. You just stormed in here from Australia. You've gone through one of the most monumental battles we've seen with James Dean right there. You've taken the win. You've got to be pretty happy with that.
I'm stoked. Literally, like you said, like I run an Australian drift series back home called Drift Challenge Australia. We ran an event last weekend. We came home. We're still trying to recover from that, and then packed my family up and on a plane, and then here. So, you know, still struggling right now with lack of sleep. To finally getting to battle James Dean, and then Iglite as well. Like, I've actually watched him, you know, because he sort of came around after I sort of left Europe drifting for a little bit, and he popped up, and I've been watching him drive, and I'm like, yeah, that guy's on point. Like, I really want to have a drive with him, and he's my teammate this year with Tri-Ace as well. So, you know, hopefully we can keep this up.
That's a beautiful thing. You're back with Low Brain Drifters. You've got Tri-Ace on board as a sponsor. Yannis was saying the tyres have performed really great for him. For you?
Fantastic, honestly. The car's a rocket ship, and it's only just been put together. Like, we've got way more speeds put into that car. James Dean was the one who actually gave it a quick 5-minute wheel alignment and helped us out, because the front was all out of whack because of the big stack we had in Ireland recently. So we hadn't had a chance to get all the tracking done, and we just got in to sort of straighten the front up a bit. So we haven't done any work to the rear yet. So with the Wise Fabry, we've got so much work to do to get best out of that. There's way more speed left in this car, and it really excites me. You know, there's a lot more power left in it as well. So we're getting it tuned up soon and getting NOS put on it. So it's going to be ridiculous.
This is what I heard from Yannis as well. He just said he ran the final in 3rd gear alone. Didn't have any other gears. You're telling me you've got more power, more alignment, and in 2 weeks' time you're going to the Goodwood Festival of Speed, aren't you?
I'm really, really excited about that. We have to polish out that dent that old James Dean put in there, but other than that, she's good to go.
Well, if this is just the beginning, I don't know that I'm going to still be able to stand up at the end of it all. But Luke, thank you so much for a fantastic day's entertainment. Congratulations on first place in round 1. It is all to play for in 2015. Sounds like cliche, but from what you've just said, nothing is set in concrete.
No, it's not, and we'll have this thing absolutely flying, so it's going to be ridiculous.
Yes, it is, and I want to be there. Make sure you're there as well.
Make sure you keep up to date with everything going on with Extreme Drift All Stars. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.